Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday or Friday Eve, as my friend Denise used to say. She used to walk through the office on Thursday mornings and tell everybody Happy Friday Eve. And oh my gosh, you couldn't help but be happy and smiling after that, could you? So you might notice my cute little beanie hat that I'm wearing so far. I'm going to have to take it off because it'll make my head itch. But isn't it just adorable? And it just reminds me that we're celebrating. Last week, I earned enough points for the Stampin' Up! Incentive trip to Norway. So I'll definitely be needing my beanie at that point, I feel sure. So I have lots to share with you today, including 5 gorgeous cards. So I'm going to stop chattering and switch cameras, take the beanie off, and we're going to get busy. Okay, right, beanie's off. So now you all can't tell too badly if my hair is a train wreck. First, I had to share with you some Happy Mail that I got this week. I love Happy Mail, and I love that it's all packaged like this when it comes to me. And this is a package from my upline, Rhonda Wade, and she's recognizing me for my achievements in July. So she sent me a package of the Real Red and White Glimmer paper. This is gorgeous, and we're using this red glimmer paper in the Christmas card class this month, so that was very timely. And then some of this lovely, what is this called? Natural woven ribbon. So I've got some of that ribbon as well. And then check out this card. These are always my favorite parts of these presents because the card is always gorgeous. It's always something that I want to make and repeat, and includes a little personal note that says, thanks for being number 3 in July. So I just love it. So Happy Mail is so fun, and any mail that isn't a bill is Happy Mail, right? Now, if you were here on Tuesday for the blog hop post, then you probably saw my cards using this recipe or sketch from Anne Granger. And we made 5, and we made these. And then I shared, let's see, this one I already had made, but you might notice it looks a little different now. Once I got it made, I was like, oh gosh, this stripe was here and it was really close together. Well, and the Tuesday night was my team gathering, and I had a guest speaker come and talk about card balance and some of the ways to improve the attractiveness of a card to your eye and to your eyes and your brain. And in that talk, I was like, oh my gosh, I know how to fix this card. So I've changed this card. I swapped out these papers so that these were not competing with this. And now I added embellishments here and here. And so we've got the rule of thirds happening, and everything is all in balance about this card. Now I'm hoping that tomorrow I can have a blog post and actually share more of those tips with all of you. But I also finished up this card, and I think I said in the video Tuesday that I just really wasn't sure that what it needed. I knew it needed something like up here. That didn't look right to me, but I brought in these 3 kind of brassy looking embellishments to balance out this card, so it's happier now. And then my little witch. Now I'm still not entirely sure about my stars. I'm going to consult with my friend a little bit later, but I brought in this little frog as a way to tie things together too. So I added a little more white, a little more green, and some purple stars. So it's close. All right, so stay tuned. That might be hitting your mailbox tomorrow if you are a subscriber to the blog. And if you're not a subscriber, you can hop on over to michellesaltshow.com and check out the blog and even sign up for it, and then you would receive the notifications in your inbox when they hit. Now, today is a full card class, and we are featuring this Celebrate with Tags bundle. And I have to say, to confession, I wasn't going to purchase this bundle. I thought I had plenty of things. And then Rhonda Wade, who sent me that lovely happy mail, featured this in our team gathering Make and Takes with this amazing Celebrate Everything Designer Series paper. Now, this is a host only item, meaning that your order or your party needs to total $150 in sales before you are eligible to purchase it. Once you're eligible to purchase it, you purchase it for $18. This is a value of $30. So that's incredible. And it covers all seasons. So today we're going to make 5 cards with this bundle. Now, actually, we are going to pull in one other thing, and I forgot to grab it. So, of course, I'm going to have to get it after the fact or after we get going. But I lost my train of thought. So sorry. So we're going to use this bundle and that paper. We're going to make 5 cards, and your kit is going to include a sampler of that Designer Series paper. Hey, Ashley, thank you so much for being here. So when I say kit, because this online class, this third Thursday of the month, is actually a class that you have an opportunity. The class is free. The tutorial is free, meaning you can take the tutorial and make all your own cards. Or if you purchase between now and Sunday and use the host code that's visible, oh my gosh, there, you can get this card kit for free. And this is a kit that's all ready to go. So let me show you what is included. So you've got some of this great black and white gingham ribbon. You have some of the seasonal tags to embellish your cards. You have 2 templates for working with the Stamparatus. And then you have all the pieces to make your cards, and your envelopes are numbered to correspond with the tutorial, and all the pieces are inside each of the envelope, all ready for you to go. Right, so there's 1 to 5, and then here is the sampler. So you're going to put it together. It's already punched and ready to go in here. You're just going to thread the DSP through and tie a ribbon. And then I have, you can cut the Celebrate Everything and put it here, and then put this piece back here. All right, so that's the kit. Let me show you. I should have showed you my samples first, and then that would have made more sense. I want to put these there out of the way. All right, so here's what that little sampler looks like when it's all together. And so you've got 3x6 pieces of each of these patterns, so you can take a look at them and see how amazing they are. You've got some geometric shapes, and then you've got some, I don't know what you call these, theme specific. So we've got some fireworks, some little Christmas crackers and ornaments, trees, bright colors, lots of fun. There's a fall pattern. Isn't that gorgeous? And then on that print work, they even tell you what colors coordinate with this. So this is a great little tool to have when you are working out your card designs. And then the cards, okay, these are not in order, but these are the card designs. So I also used these at my meeting this week with my team, so my team gathering. So my team has an opportunity to get these kits at a very discounted price. This one is super cute. The tag actually pulls out, so you can use it as a tag on a present. And then this last one uses the Alpha Best bundle with this paper and doesn't use the Celebrate with tags, but it's too cute to not be included because it shows this great Halloween paper that is part of the bundle. All right. I don't think I'm getting these back in order, but I know that that one is first, so that's where we're going to start. Now, I'll just show you quickly how you're just going to line that up and take this ribbon like so. And you might need to take your pick tool to poke it through the holes. I used a dial to make these holes. You might have heard of that before. You can get it at Michael's or Amazon. But just tie that, thread that through and tie a bow. And then you have that little packet ready to go. And then just add your print work to have your description. That was an ugly bow. Don't look at that bow. That was bad. Hello, Hope. It's good to see you this morning. Okay. Let's see if we can get started. Okay, so we're going to start with card number 1. I'm pretty sure that is correct here. I won't need the Stamparatus for this one, but I do want to show you that we cut this tag a little bit. So this is the way the tag is when it's die cut. But to form this little pocket the way it is, I actually cut off part of the tag. So let's see if I can, so I'm going to leave, this is going to seem backwards, which is why I wanted to be sure I showed it to you. And now it's been a bit since I've done it. So I want this part to be 2 1/4. And because of the way this is laid out, it's easier to cut off this part. So this is actually, I'm just going to mark it from the score line to the 2 1/4. Grab a pencil, because right now my brain cannot figure out how else to show it. But I've marked that spot, and then I've just lined it up in my trimmer there. And I've pushed that all the way to the edge, and now I've got it at 2 1/4. And that allows you to have the ribbon through here and create the pocket. Otherwise, that ribbon, which on a tag wouldn't make any difference at all, but to use it on the card, we kind of need it to be a little different. And I'm not quite sure I got that very well. You do have a score line. Oops. This is some stiff cardstock this morning to help you with that line to burnish. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of glue along these folded edges. Not sure where my voice sounds funny to me this morning. I don't know if it sounds funny to y'all. We slept with the windows open last night, which was lovely, except that it does kind of mess with my allergies for a little bit. All right, I'm just going to hold this for a second. I love working with the Tombow this way rather than the other adhesives, but you do want to hold it for just a second or 2 or 3 or 5 to let it set. I could just put it under my mug. Did y'all see this cute little, oh wait, it goes this way. How about this adorable mug? So I'm just going to set that on top of it for a second and push it over there. And we can work on the rest of the card. So I've already done the die cutting, the cutting of the DSP for you, and you just need to add your stamps and your ink and your adhesive and then put them together. Now I do want to grab a silicone mat, because when you're working with your Stampin' Seal, it's not uncommon for it to need a little help getting started. Get your, make sure, because this is cut this way, so check that everything is going in the right direction before you glue it down. Did that sound like the voice of experience? Yeah, kind of is. All right, now I can go ahead and stamp my greeting. I'm going to grab the Merry Christmas. Now this is a red rubber stamp, and I'm not going to use the Stamparatus, I don't think, for this card, although I am going to use it in some of the others. Now, I tell you every time that I put my greeting stamps intentionally not straight on the block, not like this. Because if you put this on the block this way, your eye wants to follow the line of the block instead of the line of the stamp. So, and I'm going to use my grid paper to help me determine where my stamp is and how straight it is. So I'm using the bottom of the stamp in the bottom in a line of grid paper, and I'm just going to see if that is straight enough like that. Oh my gosh, it is just about perfect. I don't know if y'all can tell that. Now the pressure is on for me to get it on here, just that straight. And I need to be up just a little. All right, I'm trying not to keep my, I keep giving all these disclaimers. You know, since I can't be right. Oh, that's crooked, I can already tell. And look, guys, my Poppy Parade kind of gave an ombre effect. So I've got more ink in the center than I do on the edges, which means my Poppy Parade ink pad needs to be re-inked. I need to add some ink to it, which I think I already knew and I forgot to do. And now I've just put it away to deal with another time. I'm sure somebody's going to make a note and help me remember that, right? Oh, I just knocked that all over. Okay, this is dry enough now that I can add my little square of Designer Series paper. Give it a little start on the silicone mat. And it's kind of funny, until this adhesive was released, I've always been a tombow, what I'll call a tombow girl. That has interested me. Oh my gosh, and not only that, I stamped Happy Birthday instead of Merry Christmas. What's wrong with me? Oh, that's kind of funny. Okay, well, I'm just going to turn it over. I didn't pay any attention to that. That's it's Thursday, y'all. It's not even a Monday. Okay, let's try that again. Poppy Parade. And I'm going to make sure I get well inked. Just need a little do-over, huh? Oh, and I've got ink. I've got to be very careful I don't get a halo there. Oh my gosh. All right, so I'm just going to go all over my ink pad because I know in some areas I've got plenty of ink, but not in all. So sometimes you can tell, depending on the color, how well you're inked. And this one is pretty straight as well. So let's see how it does on the back side. Now the stitching is a little different when you have to do this, but it is a reality. Okay, still a little bit light on the C, but I'm okay with that. If I had done this on the Stamparatus, I could have just, you know, re-inked it and put it right back over, which you saw me do on Tuesday with the solid images. I need to do that with the Scotty and with the witch's hat and boots. Now when you put this down, you want to be sure that you don't put any adhesive on this right side. Okay, we just want to put adhesive on the left. And the left is going to be over here. And I can't talk while I try to figure out how. All right, now to and from, we're going to put on this inner tag, and we'll stamp that in black. And you'll notice your ink pads have very different feels to them. The black is a much firmer pad than the others. Okay. And when you come to class in person, I always have grid paper at your seat so that you can stamp and practice. And I have one of these mats underneath to help give a firm surface. And since my parents are moving and not taking their dining room furniture with them, I have 6 additional chairs for the dining thing. December birthdays are a thing. Yes, we do know that, don't we? Hope. So I have 6 more chairs in the dining room. We don't have to use the folding chairs now, which is, whoo, yes. All right, I want to thread some of this ribbon through and tie a bow with it, and then we'll adhere it to the card. Yes, Hardin's birthday, my youngest, is December 18th, so which is exactly a week before Christmas. I don't know, we make it work. He tried to come right around his dad's birthday, the first week of November, but of course the doctors, said, no, not gonna let that happen. And then he tried again to come at, let's see, at 35 weeks, which may have been about the time of his dad's birthday, of Greg's birthday. Anyway, they stopped it. My doctor would have let me go, but she wasn't the one on call that night. So they managed to stop labor, and then he came on his due date, which makes for a busy December every year. Oh, I've got my, see, this Seal Plus is pretty serious adhesive. And we're just going to put it roughly center, roughly straight, and then we'll decorate with the little, oh gosh, I need that star for later. I think these sequins work best if you pick them up with the pointy end of your take your pick. A lot of times I use the other end to push my embellishments off of the card, but the sequins don't work as well that way. Oh, get there please. And then we kind of need, we want an odd number, so I'm going to put this one right there in that guy. All right, so that is card number 1. And maybe we should have left it as Christmas. I mean, as a birthday. I don't know. It's hard to say. Okay, now put that back in. Let's see what card number 2 has in store for us. And I am just going to go in order of the tutorial, even though, well, I'm going to try to. All right, card number 2 has this scalloped edge. And when you get your kit, you may need to trim your Fleur de Flamingo to get the right proportions, because you kind of want it to sit close to the scallop, which means, and you don't want more than 1/4 of an inch over here. So I'm actually going to put this part down, glue it down, and then, oh, and don't be surprised if I've cut your heart out of here, because it's going to be hidden. Even if we cut off a fair bit, it's going to be hidden. Which way do we want the scallops to go? I guess down, maybe. Oh, the 14th and the 22nd. I'm going to put it a little bit closer. So the roofers arrived just before I turned on the camera. I was like, oh my gosh, my dog's gonna go nuts. The dogs across the street are gonna go nuts. It's just gonna be a free-for-all. Okay, I want about 1/4 of an inch. Again, So if I line that up there, so don't mind me as I clearly talk to myself and can't explain anything. That still might be, well, God, that is still just a little bit wider than I want. And better to continually trim than to hack off a bunch of it and then say, oh, wait, that was too much, because then you got to start over. And again, that probably sounds like the voice of experience, huh? All right. Make sure I got my open the right way. Now, there is a 24-hour stamp sale today, and all the stamps in the big catalog, the annual catalog, are on sale 15% off. Oh wait, which is a great sale. But I want to tell you that there's a lot of other stuff going on too. Remember the Perfect Partners, which there are 6 stamp sets. I think 2 from the mini and 4 from the annual catalog that have dies available this month, and they are available at a bundle price. Well, those stamp sets are also on sale. The bundle price is a better deal. So think about that. If you are looking at stamps and thinking about taking advantage of this sale, just call me and let's walk through it together and make sure that you don't miss something that would be a better bargain for you. I'm glad to help, and my phone number is, well, it's all over the website. You can put a comment here, and I'll try and help, because there's the Perfect Partners, there are the weekly deals, and new deals were announced today. And then of course, if you're close to 150, then you may want to stock up on cardstock or adhesive to get yourself up to that point, so that you can buy, something that's a host only item like this designer series paper. Okay, that looks good to me. And this ink pad seems to be pretty well inked. I love when the stamps have this like negative image, I want to call it, where your stamp creates the background. Isn't it lovely? Now that would also be a great one to do with the Stamparatus, because it is kind of a solid image, and better safe than sorry. Although, guys, you can fill in sometimes with the Stampin' Write marker or even a Stampin' Blend. We do that in class sometimes. All right, we're going to stamp some hearts in Pool Party. I'm just going to open that like that. Pool Party ink. I have a big purchase coming today. I'm super excited. September has been a big month already. I was blessed to hit $100,000 in career sales right out of the gate this month, then earned the trip to Norway. And in between there, my YouTube channel hit over 200 subscribers, which was all amazing. And that 100,000 in career sales came with a cash bonus. Thank you, Jennifer. Came with a cash bonus from Stampin' Up. So I took some of that bonus and bought some better organization storage from Stampin' Storage. And so that is all coming today. And so I'll be busy this afternoon putting some of that together. I'm trying to make sure I get the right ones here. Okay, so this is another solid stamp, and here's mine. Okay, this is where this negative comes into play. We're going to pull out a Stamparatus. And why do I say a Stamparatus? Because I have a few Stamparatuses. Sometimes we use those in class, and it's always nice to not have to pass them around. All right, put this here. Am I still in camera? You can see, right? All right, pushing my grid paper into the corner. Then turn this way. I'll pick it up, and then I will ink it up. Make sure that stays there. Then I'm going to grab that scallop border. I agree, Hope. It's pretty cool. All right. So I've got that in place now to find my there. And of course I can't pick it up. Guys, another great thing is if your fingernails won't let you pick something up, your Take Your Pick tool will. Okay. And so we're using this way for a couple of reasons. One, I send the pre-cut piece with you. Of course, if you have the dies, you can go ahead and stamp and then die cut. I goof those up more often than not. So for me, even in my personal stamping, I almost always die cut and then stamp. I am better with the Stamparatus than I am in die cutting something I've already stamped. And I did that twice so that I got this really solid image back here. Can you see? I mean, it's just, I just love the way that looks. I'm kind of goofy today. All right. What am I forgetting to tell you? Probably lots of things. All right, I think we're ready to build this. Won't let that go far away because we're going to use it a fair bit more. Okay, this goes here, and our little heart is going to go here with, I'm going to use dimensionals on it. It's kind of a funky looking heart, isn't it? I bet my friend Michelle Suit will turn that into, I don't know, bunny ears or bunny feet. She is so talented at seeing art out of these different images. It just amazes me. I see exactly what you tell me it is. So I don't have that kind of vision. I'm going to use mini dimensionals on the back of this one. Chase it down a little bit. Now I think I measured pretty well when I cut the ribbon for these kits, but if you don't have enough ribbon, then reach out. I will mail you some more. I love that ribbon, and I order a new one just about as soon as I open one. Oh, come on, guy. All right, Hope. I know that I should be able to do this. There it goes, sort of. That little sucker was really stuck. So now we've got a little love card. That's sweet. And we will tie a ribbon with this. Hope and I will cry when this ribbon retires, and I'm sure it will eventually, and we will be very sad. I'm sorry I brought it up because I've already added sadness to the thoughts, haven't I? I know better than that too. I actually train with someone. Dana Wild is an amazingly talented person with direct sales experience, and she wrote a book called Train Your Brain. She has a podcast, and she teaches all about mindset. And it is, man, mindset is just, it's everything. It's everything. And it has helped me wake up every morning excited for the day. Okay, my bows are not looking especially great today. And I am not going to put this on dimensionals because that would be really thick. And if we were to mail this card, we would need a serious amount of postage. And I kind of like this a little bit crooked. That might be because I struggle with getting things straight. That bow is just going to need some help later. And I'm going to grab some bling here. Oh, I'm using the wrong one. Dadgum. I wanted to make sure that I had included enough in the kits. All right. So card number 2, and of course you could decorate the inside of this too, but you have this going on. Isn't that sweet? All right, card number 3 for us. Now, if you get curious, out on michellesalcho.com, the tutorial is already there available, so you can jump out and grab it if you like. This die is a 2-part as well. I didn't even show you the dies. They are long. Okay, so this is the one that has the pocket. We used that first. This time, and then we used this one with that, the one we just did, the fold over with Made with Love. And now we're going back to this one and using just this half. So when I ran it through the machine, I did that pretty well, but you may still need to trim up yours a little bit. But look at all of these. So that stitched circle, it's here. The stitched rectangle, the banner, the stitched heart. There's 2 stitched hearts, the snowflakes, 2 sets of birthday candles, the mitten. And then even on the other 2 cards over here, there's the balloon and then this little background element there. So I can't even apologize for enabling you because, guys, it's really a cool set. And it's in the mini catalog, which may not carry forward. All right, I am going to trim this one up just a little bit. And that was so minute, I don't know that it did anything. Okay, and the greeting goes on this part. I'm going to stamp it in black. I believe it's this one here. I've misplaced my block. Oh, there it is right beside me. Oh my gosh. And this is on a circle, so I'm not going to worry too much about getting it lined up straight because I can always just adjust. All right, so the Granny Apple Green card base, and then a white layer. And if you are a glue person, use glue. The Tombow multi-purpose glue definitely gives you a few seconds of wiggle room to adjust any edges that aren't straight or anything that's not even. I just kind of, there were people that had challenges with this tape, this adhesive, so I was determined that I would learn how to use it so that I could teach my customers. And no, I just kind of stuck with it a little bit. But it definitely, you know, it can be a little frustrating. It's a bit of a learning curve. There's that. Now we're just going to take a little piece of the ribbon to thread it through. And again, I'm going to grab that take your pick. Now most of my classes are 4 designs. This is unusual to have 5. If you want to make a purchase and get this kit for free and want to borrow my stamps, then you want to take a look at a Fun Friday and see if that will fit into your schedule to come over and use mine. There we go. I'm not sure I like that black. I've got that up a little higher than I would like. I don't have a good way to. All right, we're going to see if we can move it. Dental floss is always a good helper with this, or the other side of your take your pick tool is a spatula. Sometimes you can use it to loosen your adhesive. So isn't it great when you have an opportunity to see what to do and what not to do? All right, I'm going to bring that down a good bit. There. And go like that. And then I've already die cut the balloon. I'll put a dimensional on the back of it. Dimensionals on our greeting. Down like so, and I'm going to let this trail there, and then we'll tie another little bow with our ribbon. Okay, well, we'll try and get a bow. Hello, Pat, welcome. So you said you're in Alabama. Are you having some fall weather there? We've actually had a little bit here in Tennessee. And enjoyed the windows open. Although I bet Hope still has her air conditioning on because she likes to sleep with it really cold. And I know this from retreats, which is fine. I am always cold. I always bundle up. And there is just something about snuggling into warm covers. And I'm just trying to get this bow small enough so that it doesn't overtake that too much. Now, glue dots. I'm going to grab a glue dot and ball it up and then get it to stick right there, and then I'll stick my bow down. And we need a little bit of bling for this too. So turn my Take Your Pick tool back around and grab some of the bling. These are the seasonal sequins, and they come in 4 colors, kind of a red, a green, a gold, and a white. And I will include the sequins as well. All right, so that is, I think it's card number 3. Card number 4 is this bright blue. So this is card number 4. And we're going to pull the Stamparatus back out and stamp the mitten and the banner. So I'm going to grab those first. Oops, kind of messing you up. And get the Stamparatus back up here. I didn't clean that stamp. So we're going to stamp the mitten in Pool Party and the greeting Be Jolly in black. And since I've already got that on the Stamparatus, take my magnet off so I can make sure I'm in the corner. Pick it up. And then remember, we will ink it up to determine the placement. Then we'll place our I can't think of my word. We'll grab the die cut. And ink up the stamp. Now the Stamparatus comes with 2 magnets, but you need to be very careful when using that, because the magnets, if they get close together, they will pop together and they will snap. There we go. I had a little piece that didn't want to be solid. All right, so now we've got that. Let's clean up that Be Jolly. So most of the time, 1 magnet is just fine to hold your cardstock in place. Photopolymer stamps do tend to stick to paper, but you get comfortable with working with them. All right, so there's the mitten. Everything's in the corner. And I'm going to stamp that in Pool Party. Remember to first ink it up to see where it is. Then you'll use this little outline that I've given you. And you're just looking to evenly distribute the white space around what you've just stamped. Then you'll put the die cut image, the die cut label in place. Then you'll bring this over. And again, this is another one that has a kind of, oh, and seeing that one, y'all can't see, but it's stuck to it. So what I'll actually do, take my bone folder, rub it. There we go. So that's fine. And then I'll like that. Put my mitten away. Put that out of the way. Okay, now I think we are ready to put this little guy together. So I've cut this to go, and this goes, it's 5.5 inches. It goes full side to side. I love this pattern on the back side too. My eye's going to have a hard time lining that up. I'm going to pick it up, and that way I can see that I am edge to edge. And then this piece is going to go inside there. Pretty much evenly between the stitching. And then I'll put it on dimensionals. I'm so sorry if y'all can hear the dog barking across the street. I'm certainly not used to them yet. They're two young German Shepherds. They're about a year old, and then an older Husky. And the German Shepherds like to talk. They talk to each other. They talk to the fence. They talk to air. And I've got a lot of, I do not have that evenly top to bottom. Okay, now the mitten that we have here, a couple of dimensionals on it. Put it about there. Our little grating here, and some minis. But before I put that down, I'm going to add the snowflake, which I've lost. All right, where did the snowflake? There it is. And I'm just going to actually add a dot of glue to the back of it. Just to the center. That will be fine. I'm going to put it right there. Can y'all still see? Then I'll grab this. So this is our fourth card. We have one more, and it's a cute little Halloween card. And tie a ribbon. I think that bow finally turned out okay. And a glue dot for it. Put it about there. And then a little bit of bling. I grab the white ones. So these do have adhesive on the back of them, which is very nice. Oh, but I want to show you the fancy sequins that we're using in our shaker card for the Christmas class, because I had no idea they were going to come like this. Okay, there's that. And you would need to add a white insert on the inside. That's card number 4. And then the last one is this little Halloween card. Here are all our pieces for it. We're going to need a piece of scrap white, which I don't have up here. This is just going to fold back like this. So this one's going to go really fast. Well, I'm going to add that here. And again, this is mostly black on black. I'm going to have a hard time lining it up, which means everybody else will have a hard time figuring out if it's not even, right? It's my story. And I'll put that here. And then, let's see. And this piece comes here. And again, you're just going to put adhesive on the left side. And I'll try and get it roughly even. That looks good. Then on this little guy, I think we're going to have enough. Just going to you can do this part with your adhesive or a piece of Scotch tape, whichever you prefer. I call this a cheater bow. And I'll tie this on it when I'm finished. Go ahead and add this. I'm going to center this on the DSP, which I love this pattern. That's going to help me. Then I'm going to grab some scrap white and the stamp set that I forgot. Yes. And the punch that I need. And how about this? So this is the alphabet, and we're going to use this little label, and then we're going to spell out boo. So I need this little label first. So it's relatively solid. We're going to stamp off, and I didn't grab I need the pumpkin pie. And I'm stamping it off to make it a little lighter. Oh, that was a bad one. I have a little something on my stamp. Right, that's the pumpkin pie. Love having this little alphabet, so you can make your own greetings. Put this back, and I really should put it on here. And I had an A block out. I thought that it's hiding, so we will just go with the B block. And how about a B instead of a D? The danger of working upside down, huh? Let's see if that one, oh, there we go. There's the B. I don't know what we would do with the word do. Okay. And the O. All right. Oh my gosh. Well, that was unfortunate. I don't know how I missed getting it on the corner of the card. We're just gonna say thank you. Then we'll punch these out, and see they line up. Always use your punches upside down. And see, I should have cut them. Normally I check to see how they feed into the punch so that I know what I'm doing, and I didn't check this time. I'm probably going to need a Post-it note handle. Also, that's just an opportunity to show you something extra. And then there we go. Now let's put this together. And I'm going to need that ribbon I just threw on the floor. Oh my goodness. Must be getting tired. Things are getting thrown around. Oh my. Okay. Got a little glue down here at the bottom. All right. Tie a bow with this. Just threading it under here. I don't think that's long enough. I know it's not long enough. I want a longer tail on that. Usually I allow 10 or 11 inches for these bows. And let's add some bling. Oh my gosh, they're all stuck together. I'm gonna add a big one. Thank you, Tony. Yeah, sometimes you just need a little extra space. I would not have thought to use the gold, but I love how that turned out. Isn't that adorable? So there is the boo. And here is the mitten. Here is the balloon. And then the Made with Love. And, you know, the Merry Christmas that was almost Happy Birthday. And then, of course, the sampler of DSP, which is here. So, guys, thank you so much for being here today. I hope that you enjoyed it. And again, if you plan to order and take advantage of both the ordering special for the class, the perfect partners, the weekly deals, or the stamp sale, please reach out and let me help you maximize. I just want to make sure you don't miss any specials today, or if you're close to something, I'd appreciate the opportunity to help you out. And my phone number should be readily available, and if it's not, ask me in the comments and I'll be sure and reach out. Thanks everybody. Have a great day. Bye-bye.